Good morning and welcome. What's up, witches?
What's up, witches? I'm Linda,
And I'm John.
and this is Getting Witchy.
And don't mind me, I was just enjoying my hair because I am cutting it by the end of January. So, and I know I mentioned this before, but yeah,
Yeah, well,
just letting it's at 13 inches now. Well, the last time we measured it, which was 4 days ago, so I'm sure it hasn't grown much. But gonna trim off a little bit of the bottom because it has to be at least 12 inches to donate,
yes.
and then let it grow a little bit more, and then there you go. So this is day two and take two because apparently I was a little too rambunctious yesterday when we attempted to make it. I'm hoping that she saves that and does like little snippets of it because it was freaking hilarious. Because I'm hilarious. But yeah, it was I ruined the
You didn't ruin it.
but anyway, it was my bad, which is why this is going to be a little late. It's the day of. So, day two is what again?
It's Yule,
No.
winter solstice.
Oh, yeah, the actual solstice.
Yes.
Okay. So, what are some of the things that we can do for day two?
So, one of the things you can do is a sun vigil where, well, I mean, it's a little late now, but um, basically, this is information you can use for next year.
Well, you could also do it tomorrow morning
True.
because it's still technically the solstice
True.
for like
But
3 days.
you would need to wake up before the sun rises. Okay, be outside before the sun rises when it's still dark.
That's
And
usually what before the sun rises means. See, this is how I screwed up the last recording. Anyway,
and as the sun is starting to rise, you light a candle and you say a prayer to whatever solar deity you, I don't want to say worship, because at least in my pantheon, they don't like being worshipped. They like being worked with. But whatever solar deity you,
so Apollo, All Father,
Suna, um,
in there isn't which one is the um Mahika? It's not what's it called? It's they have a sun deity too. Anyway, and then or Ra in
right.
Egyptian.
But you would basically light a candle, maybe light some incense, and as the sun is rising, say a prayer, basically asking them to make sure that the next year is warm and successful. That it, like, if you have a farm, that your crops are going to grow, and then you give an offering to them. One of the suggestions in the book that we are basing this whole series on,
Which we mentioned before, but
yes,
what is it again?
it is called A Guide to Celebrating the 12 Days of Yule. It is by Jen Campus. You can find it at
Not Krampus.
no, jencampusauthor.com. It is available in hardcover, paperback, and digital download. Mine is digital. Um, love the illustrations. They're freaking adorable.
So that's what we're basing this off of.
Yes. But one of the suggestions for an offering is butter. And part of the reason for that is because of the fact that butter is yellow. And the reason butter is yellow is because whatever the animal was eating was nutritionally balanced. They were eating a very good balanced diet.
Really? That's what the yellow?
That's what the book said.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I have seen basically white butter too. I mean, I wonder if that.
Well, I'm wondering if maybe based on where the milk came from, maybe it was not as nutritionally balanced.
Interesting.
Um, but
Never thought
you
about
know,
why it was yellow.
but basically you would set out like a stick of butter and leave it out there for the whole year. And as the sun warms it up, it melts. And then as the night cools it, it solidifies again. And that process goes on day after day after day.
So you're feeding the earth.
So you're feeding the earth, you're feeding the sun throughout the year. I'm not sure how well that would work here in Phoenix, Arizona, though.
That would last through the winter. And then the first hot day in spring where we get 95 degrees. I forget this is not for kids. Like the butter would be gone.
Yeah.
It would be
because especially during our summers, because we get up to like 120 something degrees during summer.
It'd be gone in
that's the high during the day, but the low during the night is still in the 80s. So like that ain't solidifying. That is not solidifying at all.
Like I've driven home on my motorcycle years ago, but when I was a manager at Buca de Beppo, an hourly manager, training to anyway. Leaving there at 2 o'clock in the morning, it still was like 93 degrees and felt like a freaking blower, a hair dryer.
Yep.
Hair dryer in my face as I was cruising down Scottsdale Road.
Yeah, so that's why I'm not sure how well that would work here in
So Phoenix. What else can we do?
Other things we can do are the Yule log. Now there's two different versions of the Yule log.
They're both edible, but one I don't recommend eating. Unless you're a beaver.
And there it is. So one is actually a cake that you place in a sheet pan, you bake it just to where it's solid enough to be solid, but it's still pliable enough to roll.
But yeah, you have to roll it while it's warm.
Yes.
You can't do it after you cool it.
No, but you can, inside it, you either put buttercream or whipped cream.
Yep.
And then you roll it.
You literally roll it like, I mean, it would be a big ass joint, but I mean, you kind of roll it.
Or a cinnamon roll.
Okay, yeah.
And then you decorate it with either more buttercream frosting or whipped cream and things like cranberries, herbs.
Sure. The ones I've seen were just plain old freaking gingerbread cake,
powdered sugar
with buttercream filling.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I mean, there's all kinds. You could put whipped cream or more buttercream on top, and then strawberries. Like you could do all kinds of stuff with it.
Right.
The other is the one that you burn.
Yes.
And with that, you will take a basic log. Doesn't matter, as far as I know. It is irrelevant what type of wood. If you just Google it, you'll find which ones burn quicker, which ones burn slower. And then you will decorate it with holly,
evergreens.
Evergreens and different herbs, even from like rosemary, like the stuff in your cabinet.
Right.
And then now another thing is using the ashes of that.
Right. So when you burn the Yule log, you want to make sure to save some of the ashes for two reasons.
And you also want to make sure that when you burn the Yule log, if you're using, like, we had a fire pit in the last place. Missed the fire pit.
Yes.
Really missed the fire pit. Not
loved that fire pit.
We have a gas one here that we haven't even used. But we don't really have a fire pit here. And can't create one. It would be inappropriate.
Yes.
For modular housing. But make sure that you clean it out before you burn the Yule log. You don't want to, if you're going to create a Yule log amulet, you want to make sure that it's just the Yule log ashes
Yes,
that
yes,
you are putting it, not something from 2 weeks ago when you were cooking a pig on the spit.
right,
You know what I mean? I
Right.
mean, you want it to be 100% pure, just the Yule log ashes.
yes. But the Yule log ashes, sorry, the camera was well, because the table's not very sturdy, so anytime we bump it. So if you're epileptic or
Now you know
susceptible,
why we had to redo it.
we apologize. Um, but anyway,
You
so
apologize. I don't apologize for that. That was on
so
purpose. I did it on purpose.
there is the whole Yule log ash amulet aspect of it, but also in at least the Nordic traditions, there were embers saved from the Yule log to light the next year's Yule log. Like they would save the ash or the ember to light up,
But
start
how
the
would you
next.
keep the ember?
Well, they would
and
light that first and it would,
oh, so they saved a piece of charcoal.
yeah, basically.
I
Yeah,
mean, because saying that so this came from the book,
yes,
but to say that they saved an ember would imply, at least logically,
that they kept it fed throughout the year.
that it was hot. It was
Well,
an ember. It
You're
was
hot all
hot.
year.
It was hot all year and fiery all year, and that's just not, unless they took some and then just kept putting logs on it all year round. I mean,
And
so it'd have to be charcoal. I
who's
mean,
to say they didn't?
well, I mean, the Olympic torch does that, but they do that with gas.
Did I tell you about the time my dad ran the Olympic torch?
Yes, but you can tell me again later.
Okay.
Let's finish this.
All right. So,
So the amulet.
well, that's for day 3.
Oh.
Um,
So you're using the ashes from, sorry. Sorry, guys. Using the ashes from day 2 to create an amulet for day 3.
yes.
Okay. All right. So what else for day 2?
Other things for day 2 include things like sun salutations. Now, if you're not familiar with that, it is a specific combination of yoga poses that, yes, it's yoga that is used to welcome the sun. And
So
I'm not bendy like that anymore, so that's definitely not something I'll be doing.
a lot of the yoga poses, though, stick their butt in the air. So mooning the sun is,
I don't know. I don't.
I mean, that's basically what they're mooning the sun when they stick their butt in the air. I'm just asking a
I
question.
don't know.
Okay.
All I know is I'm not bendy like that anymore. You can also cleanse your ritual tools. You can put them out in the
Okay.
sunlight.
Differ. But anyway, go ahead.
So that they are cleansed by the sun. You know,
Don't leave anything out too long in the sunlight, though. If it's not crystal clear, don't leave it in the sunlight. If it's not quartz or clear in some, don't
Oh,
leave it in the sun.
okay. So
It'll
yeah,
bleach it.
he's talking about crystals specifically, but because normally we put our tools out under the full moon to get charged, but the sun will actually cleanse them. And then, I mean, other things you can do, you can create a sun catcher. And you don't have to have like the acrylic
Sorry, my
kind.
back is hurting, so I'm digging my shoulder into the chair.
You can actually create one out of a paper plate and some clear contact paper and some paints. Get creative with it though. Like whatever you want to put out there to bring in the new year and get the sun to bring to you, do it. And then of course, because today is Yule, we have our Yule feast.
Oh, the feasting begins.
Yes, the feasting
There's
begins.
a lot of feasting in Yule's.
Yes.
In the 12 days of Yule. There's lots
Yes.
of feasting.
Yes.
Lots.
Yes.
And there's all I mean, I would think last harvest type of stuff.
Yeah.
Of course, slaughtering a pig or whatever. Not recommending going to your neighbor's house and taking one of their pigs. I'm just saying, like, that's one of the things. Sorry, didn't mean to. I just fucking tapped it and it shook.
It's sensitive like that.
Okay, Karen. Anyway, what else?
So that actually is pretty much it
For day 2.
For day 2.
Okay.
Um,
Not giving any examples on these because, well, we're not big on sweets anymore, or I'm not. She's not either, unless it's like eggnog.
That's not even really sweet though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little
and then
bit.
occasionally chocolate, specifically dark chocolate. So because it's better for you than regular chocolate. And
Yeah.
when you're buying, I just want to say this has nothing to do with our video, but when you're buying anything chocolate, don't buy things that say chocolate flavored. Do you realize how much is actually just flavored chocolate?
No,
Like
I did not.
instant cocoa, flavored.
Oh,
Chocolate flavored. It's not cocoa.
so
It's chocolate flavored.
Okay, but there is a difference between cocoa and cacao, and what you want is a higher percentage of cacao.
Yes, but it's not Swiss Miss.
No. No.
No matter how yummy it appears,
No,
it's and there's a lot of candies that are chocolate flavored. So is the artificial chocolate flavoring cheaper than using real chocolate? Probably. Yeah. Anyway, I digress as usual. So those are some things you can do for day 2. Again, I apologize. It was completely my bad. It was my fault. 110%. Hey, if you're gonna do something, do it 110%. And I did. So did not mean to upset you. But I really hope she releases some of the clips from the last because it was freaking it was
Anyway,
we've got day 3 ready.
yes.
I know we're kind of back. We had
Yeah,
day 3 ready
yes.
and didn't have day 2,
3
but
will
be posted today along with day 2. But we love you. One love. Have a great holiday. Merry Christmas. Happy Yule. Happy whatever.
Peace out, witches.
Peace.